Hey everybody, this is Perch, and a whole host of little kind of news items to catch you up. So if you haven't been paying attention to comic news today, I got you covered. Got about an hour to kind of just look around things, see what's going on, open up some emails, see some advanced previews, everything else. And so a few little pieces of news to go around with comics, kind of all collected in one place. I don't know if anything here is groundbreaking, but we'll get to it, and you can decide. How's that? That's always a customer pleasing attitude, right? You decide. Anyway, what do we have? Well, first off, Fantastic Four. So Fantastic Four has been working on its 60th anniversary. It's the Bride of Doom storyline, and if you've been following along in the title thus far, or if you haven't, basically Doom is getting married to Victorious, but before he got married to Victorious, Victorious had a one-night stand with Johnny Storm, and as you can imagine, Doom's pretty pissed about that. Namor thought it was very funny. So anyway, that was the second part of this Bride of Doom storyline, and then the Fantastic Four number 34 is the finale, and that was supposed to come out last week. It's now coming out in 2 weeks, maybe. But since Fantastic 34 slipped until the end of July, Fantastic Four number 35, the next issue, has been slipped as well out into September. Meaning Christos Gage is almost certainly going to be joining Dan Slott on this comic any day now. No, the joke there is that Iron Man also had similar kind of rolling delays, and so they brought in a writer kind of helper to help Dan Slott out. Now the difference is, I'm just curious kind of what ultimately happens here, because Spider-Man was a strong title for Marvel, sold well under Slott's tenure. He went to Iron Man and Fantastic Four. Neither of those titles has been able to capture the same kind of sales attention that Amazing Spider-Man has, and both are kind of, floundering is too strong a word, but Iron Man kind of sputtered out to a whimper with Iron Man 2020, which wasn't a well-received event, of course. Mr. Cantwell came by and said, "Hold my beer," as he's had the Patsy Walker and Iron Man storyline, which is doing even worse, which is quite a feat, because 2020, if those of you who remember my reviews from last year, that title broke me. Anyway, so Slott's been on Fantastic Four. Big delays here. We don't know what the storyline is, but Marvel is promoting that in 34, there is a massive status quo change happening for one of the Fantastic Four members, and there certainly seem like they're trying to point to it being bad things happening for Johnny, his soulmate. The girl with the wings is flying off. So anyway, that's what's going on. Issue number 35, which is now into September, will feature Kang, and it's going to be an anthology issue because we all love that. And it's Mark Waid's going to do a story in there as well. So anyway, lots going on as we're expecting a lot of Kang, storylines. Kang will be everywhere in Marvel Comics here coming up. So that's super exciting. Over in the world of Valiant, after the departure of Heather Antos, who is still listed as the editor on the Valiant website, Rob Levin has been named the new executive editor. He promises lots of amazing things that if you've reading the comics, there's much more to come. And if you haven't been reading the comics, you should read the comics. So pretty standard stuff there. But the other piece of news, there's lots. We're going through all of it. So we do have another surprise entry into the DC family. In this case, it is the brother of Lois Lane has made an appearance as a new character. So this before not seen brother to Lois Lane has arrived in the comics. This is in over in Justice League, and has been basically teased as part of this Leviathan storyline and Checkmate and everything else. So Lois Lane has a mystery brother. Everybody's getting a mystery sibling, but Lois Lane's brother has made an appearance in Brian Michael Bendis's Justice League comic, and he will be, in theory, a big part of that run as Brian Michael Bendis looks to introduce new IP that he can be paid for if some of these things ever decide to make their way to to comics. So again, that's Damian. Damian Rose is Lois Lane's brother. Damon Rose, not Damian Rose. I don't know. Anyway, Damon Rose, who doesn't have a first name, or anyway, that's a member of somehow member of Leviathan or Checkmate or Argus. Damon is an agent of Argus and claims that he was trained by Lois Lane's dad, Sam. So it's some retconning going on. Anyway, new brother, new sisters over in some comics, and yeah, DC's basically just introducing all kinds of new characters. So surprise sisters, surprise brothers. Lois Lane has a new brother. Very exciting. I mean, sure. If you're into that why not? Marvel has a new anthology in kind of the spirit of their Voices story, and this is Comunidades special. I know I'm butchering this. I know. Comunidades special. So this is going to basically celebrate Latina characters. I'm not going to say Latinx. I understand. So it's weird. It's like a lightning rod. Some people are very Latinx is the word to go with, but I have enough Latino people in kind of my extended family who hate Latinx, and they are definitely not Republicans. So I mean, who knows? Who knows what's going which? But anyway, many characters are coming in Marvel Voices Comunidades #1. Comunidades means communities in Spanish, if you were to say it correctly. This is going to have Spider-Man Miles Morales, Robbie Reese, Amara Chavez, White Tiger, and more. And much like the LGBTQ Pride issue, this issue of Voices will introduce the debut of a brand new Latino or Latina Marvel hero or heroine, who is, sure to be the hit of a 6-page anthology-like story. So, cool. Anyway, we're going to get a number of different creators on this. Terry Blas will be introducing the brand new hero. He is the writer of the Reptile series. Daniel Jose Older. Eva Ayala is doing a White Tiger story. Juan Ponce is doing the 50s Sorcerer Supreme, Nina the Conjurer, and Spider-Woman writer Kala Pacquiao is doing the Robbie Reese story. So, and we hear that we're going to get something from Alex Segura, Leo Romero, Edgar Delgado, Nico Leon, Enad Balam, Vanessa Del Rey, Adriana Melo, and Alitha Martinez. So no Gabby Rivera in there either, folks. Anyway, so that's Marvel's newest Voices issue. This is expected kind of late October. So we have that. What a time. Marvel continues to promote the idea that Ben Reilly is the new Spider-Man after a shocking injury or death. They're definitely teasing death, but I think there's zero chance that we're actually getting the death of Peter Parker. So I would say spoiler, but it's not a spoiler. I think they're going to tease this, but it's not actually going to actually come to pass that way. The final thing I think we'll conclude all this with is that there are some there are some stories out right now as kind of the last gasp of rumors and things spitting out of what DC's Future State G5 5G storyline was meant to be, which was they were going to basically twist the knife in the heart of the Super Sons fans a little bit further and reveal Damian Wayne was going to be the ultimate villain in the future generation DC universe. So as part of what Future State was going to be before it became Future State, Damian Wayne was going to be the ultimate villain of the DC universe. So how do you like that? Is that something you would have been into or not? Or what do you think about Damian Wayne taking that role? Well, let me know in the comments below any of these comics you're getting, what you think of all this, delays, etc., etc., etc. I'm curious to get your thoughts on all of it. Hey, like and subscribe, as always, and thanks for listening.